Ahora Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Usma,
Yes, sir.
after the midterm examination, which are the chapters we have completed?
In first sem, we have completed only one lesson, sir.
Only one. Now remaining after the midterm only we have completed. Okay. So now leave that one chapter and now give the two poems and two lessons for midterm examination. Sorry, for next step.
First, self-reliance, sir.
Okay, self-reliance. Self-reliance. Next,
Self-reliance. Next, if, sir.
if.
These are poems, sir.
Okay, poems.
Next, so a soldier's son.
Okay. Soldier's son. Okay.
A letter from a mother.
Okay. A letter from.
A mother.
Now these are the two poem and two lessons for a next FA examination. You have to be prepared. Already we have sent the question answers, okay, to the group. So read them very carefully. Sometimes we will ask them questions from the middle. So these are the two, lessons, okay, and these two poems for a next FA examination. So this is what the syllabus. You got that? Okay. Now what we are discussing in the last class? Come on, tell me first. So which tense form we have completed?
Present continuous completed, sir. Now we have to start present perfect.
Okay, good. Okay. So take down the heading, present perfect. Okay. So present perfect tense. What is the structure of present perfect? Active voice. Any normal assertive sentence. Subject plus have or has. Okay. Now perfect is there. What we have to use? V3. So last object. So this is the water structure of active voice. Yani present perfect tense structure.
Subject plus have or
Has plus
V3.
plus object. Okay. Now we have to change it. How to change? Okay. Simply we will show it. So first our passive starts with the object. So that's what we have to write. Object of the given sentence. Okay. We have written. Now what we have to write later? We have to write the helping verb. Have or has. Now, one thing you have to remember that whenever tense form is continuous, we will use being. Okay? What we will use? We will use being in the passive. Now, whenever perfect is there, okay? Whenever perfect is there, we have to use, being. Okay? Being is for continuous and being is for a perfect. You have to remember the two things. So they are very important for all tense forms. Any present, past, future, we will use like that only. Okay. Now perfect is there. Use being. Then go for V3. Okay. Object plus however, has plus been plus V3 plus. Now after V3, what we have to write? By. Okay. Now last, what we have to write? Subject. Okay. So this is the passive form of a present perfect. So both you have to take them in the box. So put them in the box. That will be the highlight. Okay. Okay. First example. Okay, now Thomas. For Thomas, we will use has. For he sheet, we will use has, and the remaining we will use have. You have to remember that. So first personal pronoun I, we will use have. Okay. For we will use have. Okay. For you, okay, they. So we will use have only. So you have to remember about that. For say of about only he sheet. Okay. For only he sheet, we will use has. Now here Thomas. For see Thomas, which pronoun will come? He will come. So now he is there. So that's why we have to write a has. Thomas has written so many books. Now, before going to change, one thing you have to identify that. So, which is the subject there? Thomas is subject. So, see, how to identify the subject? See, here someone is doing or something is doing the action, so that is the subject, or if we glorifying anything or noun, that is the subject. Now here, Thomas is doing something, yani, he is doing the work, so that's why Thomas is the subject. Now has is the helping verb. Okay, so written is the main verb, which is in the form of a V3. Okay, now, so many books. Okay, so is a kind of conjunction we use here. Many books is our object. Okay, now, so many books, many books are a object. Now, according to our structure of passive, what we have tried first? We have tried the object first. What is the object here? Many books. Okay. Now, many books, it is a plural form. So, many books, which pronoun will come? They. For they, what we have to use? Have. Use have. Many books have. Now, after have or has, what we have to write? Been. Right, been.
Sir, video is talking, sir.
Oh, that's still clear. Okay, don't worry. Many books have been. After that, we have tried the V3. V3 already they have given in the sentence, that is written. Okay. Now, after that, we have tried by. So we have written by. Now, subject is Thomas. Right, Thomas. Thomas is our name. So that's why I write in capital. Simple. So many books have been written by Thomas. So like this, you have to change. Next, they have cleaned the house. Okay. Now, who is doing action here? They. So they is our subject. Helping verb is have because it is a plural form. Now, cleaned is in the form of V3. That is the main verb.
Properly, sir, board.
I think you are having network problem. Okay, go and sit where you are having the proper network. Because here we are having a clear network. Okay. Okay. The house is our object. The first word we have tried, according to our structure or rule, first we have tried object. That is the house. So the house is a singular. We will use pronoun it for it. So whenever it is there, we have to use has. The house has. Okay. After that, we have tried been. Right, been. The house has been. V3. V3 is here cleaned. Write it. Cleaned. After that, we have tried by.
By.
Subject is they. It's object. So when we used to give the pronoun in the last year, so we have given them. So that they is going to change as them. I is going to change as me. We is going to change as us. You doesn't change. It remains you only. He is changed as him. She is changed as her. And it cannot be changed. It remains. It is only. So now they changes as them. So these things what we are having. And before starting this, we have given it. Okay. So the house has been cleaned by them. Go for the next one, third one. Okay. 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 So take that. You have not sent. Okay. You have not sent the parcel. Sorry. Parcel. That's the kind of different spelling. Here it's parcel. Okay. So you have not sent the parcel. Now the sender is you. Okay. Any subject. Have is the helping verb. So not is negation. Okay. So sent is V3. So the parcel is a object. Now change it. You have to change it. Okay. So the first, the parcel. Okay. Now the parcel is considered as a singular. So write has. The parcel has sent. The parcel has sent. Sorry, has been. No, has been. After that has been, we have to write. Has been.
Sir, has not been.
Huh. Negation is there. Okay. Has not been sent by. See, pronoun you is not going to change here as an object. It's object you only. Okay. The parcel hasn't been sent by you. The parcel hasn't been sent by you. Okay. Okay. Next. Go for the next example. Fourth one. We have broken the gate. We have broken the gate. Okay, change it. So doer is we here. Okay, subject. Have is the helping verb. Now broken is the V3. The gate is up. Our passive starts with object, the gate. Okay, simple. The gate is a singular. We have to use has. The gate has been. Now it is been. The gate has been. Okay. Now V3 is broken. That's already they have given. Broken by. Now subject is we here. Its object is us. That is what simply we are having. The gate has been broken by us. Okay. Go for the next example, any fifth one. I have started a new company. Change it. So now I is our subject. Okay, have is our helping verb. So started is our main verb that is in the form of V3. So a new company is our subject. Okay. According to the structure, we have to write object plus that is a new company. Okay. A new company, singular, has. Okay. Now V3 is started.
Has been, sir.
Sorry. Has been started by. Okay. A new company has been started by. I is changed as me. So I is object is me. Okay. So these are the 5 examples for a present perfect. Okay. Next, that present perfect continuous is there, na? Present perfect continuous. Okay. So normally what happens, we will not express the thoughts most probably. Okay. So not in so many times we will not express the ideas in this tense form, in the written form. So that's why we will not use or we will not change them into passive. Okay. If you are not going to express the ideas or thoughts in this tense form, then it is not necessary to go for the changes of it. Okay. Even though we will change it, but we will not use them. Okay. So that's why they used to skip that. Okay. So they will not change them into passive. Directly they will go for a simple past. Now all got that why we will not go for a present perfect continuous, because normally we will not express the ideas in present perfect continuous form. So that's why we will not use it. Okay. So go for the next one, that is simple past. Okay. Next, write down the heading simple past tense. So simple thing, so they are similar with the simple present. How simple present will be changed now? Like that only we have to change here, but the only thing is that the helping verbs are different. Okay. So first put the heading, that is simple past. So simple past into past. So what is the structure of simple past? That is, this starts with subject only. Okay, right? Subject. So past is there. Simply we will write the second form of the verb and object. Subject plus V2 plus object. So this is what the structure of active voice, yani simple past tense structure. Now, what is the passive form of it? Simple passive always starts with object. Okay. So here, the helping verbs which we will use for continuous in the past.
Sir, simple PLE, sir.
Okay. So passive voice starts with object. So then we have to write the helping verbs of this. So that is was or a, where. Okay. So then we have to write V3. Okay. Later we have to write by, and last we have to write a subject. Now this is very important, that where to use was and where. For I and he, she, we will use was. Okay. And remaining personal pronouns, we have to go for a where. Okay. Simple. So where for I and he, she. So we will use was. I was, he was, she was, it was. But remaining personal pronouns, we will use were. We were, you were, okay? They were. Okay, go for the first example. The teacher corrected the mistakes. The teacher corrected the mistakes. Simple. Okay. Now the teacher is our subject. Okay. So corrected, that is the way to. The mistakes is our object. Now first we have to write a object, that is the mistakes. Now mistakes is in the plural form, we have to use were. The mistakes were. Okay. After that we have to write the third form of the verb. So that is corrected only. Corrected by. The mistakes were corrected by the teacher. Okay. It's not going to change because it is not a personal pronoun. It is pronoun, but not personal. Actually, this is a kind of noun. Okay. Teacher is a noun. Next. He didn't give the wallet. Watch it very carefully. See, this is what he, yani subject. Now give is the V1. Okay, the wallet is the object. So when see here we are having V1, then how it is a past tense. That is why you have to watch this did. So whenever did is there in the sentence, after that we have to use the first form of the verb only. Okay, she did compete in the competition. Okay, not competed. Okay, it's compete. So that is what we have to use the first form. So when you will use do, did, does, so you have to go for the first form of the verb only. Okay. Okay. Now change it. Now the wallet is our object. Write it. The wallet. So valid is a singular and it will be there. Okay. So for it, what we have to use was. The valid was. So make it negative. The valid wasn't. Give third form. What is the third form of the give? Given. Simple. The wallet wasn't given by. Okay. So he is changed as him. The wallet wasn't given by him. Simple. Okay. Third one. Vyas wrote the Mahabharat. Okay. Now changed. So Vyas, Maharshi Vyas or Vyas is subject. Now wrote is the V2. Okay. The Mahabharat is object. Now changed. First we have to write the Mahabharat. Okay. The Mahabharat. Now it is a singular. Write it was. Mahabharat was written.
Hey, I'm going to.
Mahabharat was written by. Okay. By we have written. So after by we have to write a subject. That is what Vyas. Write it Maharshi Vyas or simply write Vyas. So this is the third example. Okay, go for the fourth one. The peon rang the bell. Simple thing is there. The peon rang the bell. Now, simple thing. The peon is the subject. Okay. So rang is V2. The bell is object. So change it simply. The bell. Okay. Simply we have written. So was is our helping verb. The bell was. Ranks third form rang. Okay, rang. The bell was rung by peon. Okay, the bell was rung by the peon. Write it. Okay, so go for the next one. The kids forgot. The kids forgot the whole story. Okay. The kids forgot the whole story. So this is what the last fifth example. So that what we are having. So kids are the subject. Forgot is the V2. Okay. The whole story is the object. Now write it the whole story first. The whole story now singular was. The whole story was. Okay, forgot is the second form of the verb. Now third form of the verb is forgotten. Okay, so that's what we have to write. Forgotten by. Now the kids we have to write as it is. Okay, so these are the 5 examples what we have given for simple past. Okay, so that is again I am telling that in the last year also you haven't baheted the structures. Now this year at least you have to bahet them. So this is what the important thing. What about simple present? Simple present is subject plus V1 plus yes or yes we have to add. Okay, so we have to write the object. Okay, what about the passive form of it? That is object plus, okay, am is are, then we have to write V3, then by, okay, then last subject. Okay, so this is what the structure we are having. Now second one, past present continuous, that is subject. So we have to use am is are, okay, then we have to write the V1 plus ing. At last we have to write object. Now what about passive of it? That is object. So we have to write helping verb am is are. Now we have to use
Sir, O andre ಏನ್ರಿ?
object. Yes ಅಂದ್ರೆ subject. Okay, V andre verb. Okay, O means object, am is are plus being plus, okay, V3 plus by plus subject. So this is what we are having. This is the passive form of a present continuous. Now what about present perfect? Present perfect starts with subject. Helping verbs are changed here. That is have or has. Okay. So after that we have to write V3 because it is a perfect. At last we have to write a object. Now what about passive form of it? So that is what passive starts with object. So helping verbs have or has. Okay. Then we have to write. So now it is perfect. We have to use being. Okay. So then we have to write V3. Then we have to write by. Then last subject. That is what we have already completed. Now this is simple past. Okay. So just this you have to go ahead. Okay. Simple past also I will write here. Okay. So simple present, present continuous. Okay, here present perfect. This is simple past. So now simple past is subject plus V2 plus object. Okay, simple. So what is the passive of it? That is starts with object. So was are where. Next, we have tried V3. We have to buy. We have to write a object. So now just watch this one and this one. Only difference is that we have to change helping verb. So we have written here am is are, here was were. Simple. Okay. So this is what the passive form of simple present. This is the passive form of present continuous. This is what the passive form of a present perfect. So this is the passive form of a simple past. Okay. So this is what we are having. So take them one side in your notebook. Okay. So wherever you want, take them. Okay. So tomorrow we'll go for a past continuous. Okay.
Good afternoon, students. Okay, yesterday we have discussed something about forest. So forest, our lifeline, isn't it? So forest, what is forest? Forest means a large area that is thickly covered with trees and bushes. So that area is called forest. The forest, it is very important for life on earth. So it gives so many products. We are depending on plants, forest, and also many animals. So it is the habitat of animals and plants. It provides living place for them. So we can find many types of animals and many types of plants in the forest. Okay, so we are getting many products like gum, oils, medicinal values, powder for animals, and also wood and spices. These all are different products we are getting from forest. Okay, and in the forest we can see different types of trees. So in that their branches are called what? Crown of the trees. Okay, the branchy part of the trees are the branchy part above the stem. So that is called crown. Crown means that like a head portion. The branchy part of the tree above the stem is called crown. Okay, so in the forest, different size of trees are there. So one is long, another one is short. The long tree crown or branch is look like a roof of the another tree, isn't it? The branches of the or crown of the tall tree is look like a roof of another tree. So that is called canopy. Okay, so this canopy or the crown of the trees will be different size and shape. Okay, some have cone shape, some have flat shape, some have round shape. So like this, they have different shapes and also different size. Some are having big and some having small. So like that, we can see the different size and shape of the crown. So this different size and shape of the crown make different horizontal layers in the forest. Okay, different horizontal layers in the forest. Yesterday we have drawn that figure also. That is called understories, isn't it? So the understories means what? The different size and shape of the crown make the horizontal layer in the forest. So that layer is called understories. Okay. So yesterday we have drawn that understories means canopy and crown. Okay. So this make the different layers. So that is called understories. Okay. So different types of plants are there. So which are the, we know that three types of plants: tree, herb, and shrub, isn't it? So in the forest we can find all kinds of plants. Trees also there, herbs also there, and also shrubs also there. Okay. So that crown makes the different layers. Crown makes the different layers. Okay, the crown of the tree, it makes different layers. The top layer of the forest is constituted or is made by the tree, gate and tall trees and tall grass and also shrubs. Okay, so that gate and tall tree, very big trees will be there. In the forest means we can find where gate means it's a very large, very huge. So gate and tall tree followed with shrubs and tall grasses. Tall grass like bamboo. Bamboo is one type of grass, isn't it? So its grass means it's not a very small, it is very long. So these make the top layer and the herbs make the lower layer of the forest. Okay. The top layer is constituted by gate and tall tree along with shrubs and tall grasses. Okay. And the lower layer is constituted by herbs. Okay. So we can find the different types of trees in the forest. We can't find the same tree or same forest in everywhere, isn't it? We can find different types of forest because of the environmental condition. Because of the environmental condition, we can find the different forests in different places. Okay. For example, in hilly areas, if the weather is very cool, it's a snow area. So in that places, we can find coniferous. Coniferous means their crowns are like a cone, isn't it? So they are very cone-like structure. Okay. But in the plain parts or plain area, we can find the round-shaped crown. So like this, we cannot see same forest in all places. We can see the different types of forest because of the environmental condition. So and in the hilly area, they are coniferous and also their leaves are needle-like. But in the flat area or plain area, they have a broad leaves. And in a desert means we can find different types of trees and plants. Okay, so because of the environmental condition, we can find different forests in different places. Okay, and next also we can find different animals. We can't find same animals in all forests. So they also, according to the condition, environmental condition, they will select their habitat. Means they will live in which forest is suitable for that animal. They will live in that forest only. Okay, so it is due to the environmental condition. Okay, next, the forest is different in different places. Okay, and also we can find different animals. Okay, so how is the forest floor? Forest floor means the upper layer of the forest, uppermost layer of the soil in the forest. How is the forest floor? So the forest floor is dark. Why it is dark? Already we have discussed about types of soil. Isn't it? The top layer of the soil is dark in color. Why it is dark? Because it contains humus, heavy or more humus. The presence of humus make the soil dark in color, isn't it? So in the same way, forest floor, it has dark color. Okay, so why it is dark color means in the forest we can find many humus. The more availability of humus or the percentage of humus will be more. So all leaves are falling down and it will start to decay, and many animals, their parts, and they will die and that also decay. So many organisms, microbes will be there, sometimes they will die and it also become decay. So all these totally, the decaying matter, dead matter will be more in forest. So the forest floor is dark in color. So why it is dark in color means presence of humus. Humus means dead particles of plants and animals. So the presence of humus, the forest floor is dark in color and it's moist and warm. Okay, it's always, we can see the soil in the forest, it is moist. Okay, it is not dry. It's always moist and it is moist and warm. Okay, so warm means, so if you make one dig the soil and if you put something waste, vegetable waste like that inside the ground, and after 2-3 days, if you open that or if you remove the soil means we can feel their warm. Okay, so there is decomposition will be takes place. It will produce warmth. So like that, the forest floor is dark in color and it is moist and warm. So when we enter the forest, we are feeling warm. Okay, so because of the, so it also keeps the environment warm, and the decaying matter in the forest, it keeps the environment warm. Okay. So how is the interdependence in the forest? So interdependence means what? Plants depend on animals and animals depend on plants, microbes, soils, all particles or all components are there in the forest. So we know that green plants, they prepare their own food. Okay, so and other animals or other organisms, they depend on plants and like that, so they are dependent one another. So they make the food chain. Okay, the chain system depending on the food. So they make their food chain. Like the plant is eating by the herbivores, like some insects or some animals. So that animals or insects eaten by other animals. So like this, they make the food chain and they make the balance in the forest. Okay, so food chain means what? In balance to food, one eat or one animal depend on other animal for their food. For example, grass eaten by insects. Insects, they eat grass. So that insects are eaten by frogs. Frog eaten by snake. And like that, snakes are eaten by owl, eagle and all. So this is make a food chain. So like this, interdependence in the animals, we can find the interdependence in the forest. Okay. So next one is, so what is humus? Humus means we already know that microbes feed on dead parts of plants and animals and they convert into dark substance. So that is called humus. Okay, simply we are telling dead and decaying matter of plants and animals are called humus, isn't it? That microbes feed dead parts of plants and animals and they convert into dark substance. Okay, so they feed and they will digest and they will remove the waste from their body out. So that is made the dark substance. So that is called humus. Okay, humus means the microbes feed dead parts of plants and animals and they produce dark substance. So that dark substance is called humus. We can find more humus or presence of humus is more in forest. So the forest floor is dark in color. Okay. And what are decomposers? Decomposers means that microbes, so that the humus, which humus is produced by the microbes or microorganisms which convert the dead plants and animals into humus. So that are called decomposers. Okay, the microbes which convert dead parts of plants and animals into humus. So that microbes are called decomposers. Okay, decomposers means that microbes which feed dead and decaying parts of plants and animals and they convert into humus. So that microorganisms are called decomposers. They play an important role in the forest. Okay, due to the presence of these microbes or decomposers, the forest floor is dark in color and it is rich in nutrients. Forest floor or forest soil is rich in nutrients because of the humus. Okay, the activities of these decomposers make the soil or make the forest floor, it is more nutrient. Okay, so in the forest, plants or any grass or trees, they can grow well because it is rich in minerals and nutrients. Okay, so decomposers means microbes which feed that dead parts of plants and animals and convert into humus. So that microbes are called decomposers. Okay. And then forests are called green lungs. Forests are called green lungs. Why they are called green lungs means they release oxygen due to photosynthesis. So that oxygen is utilized by the other organisms, whatever they live in the forest. And these trees, they help in the maintenance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the forest. So they are called green lungs. Okay. So forest trees or trees, it will release out oxygen and that's used by the organisms and that is maintenance the balance. So whatever they release of carbon dioxide, that is utilized by the plant and they release oxygen, that is utilized by the forest animals. So like this, it maintains the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the nature or in the forest. So that forests are called green lungs. Okay. So listen here once again, the forest under storage. Under storage means what? Under storage means the different size and shape of the crown that make different horizontal layers in the forest. So the different horizontal layers are called under storage. So these different layers are due to the presence of trees, herbs and shrubs. Okay, trees, herbs and shrubs. That trees and shrubs together make the top layer and the herbs make the lower layer. Okay, and the forest, we cannot see the same forest in all places. We can see different types of forest because of the environmental condition. So the environmental condition, we can see the different types of forest in different places. Also, we can see the different animals. Okay. And next one is the forest floor is seen too dark in color. Forest floor, it seems too dark in color because of the presence of humus. In the forest means rotting matter. It's a more decaying matter will be there. So that all decaying matter make the forest floor dark in color and also it is warm and moist. Okay. The forest floor means the upper layer of the forest. It is dark in color because of the more humus. The presence of humus is more. The interrelationship in forest, the every organisms, they depend one another. Okay, so there is a one component will be not there means there is a imbalance in between the forest or their food chain. Okay, so plants, they prepare their own food and other organisms, they feed on plants. So like that, that eaten by another animal or another organism. So like that, they make a food chain. Okay, so like this interrelationship in the forest between the organism and trees. Next, what is humus? Humus means The microbes feeded by dead and decaying dead parts of plants and animals and convert into dark substance. So that dark substance is called humus. Microbes feed by dead parts of plants and animals and they convert into dark substance. So that dark substance is called humus. And what are decomposers? Decomposers means microbes which feeded by that dead parts and animals and convert into humus. That microbes are called decomposers. Okay. And forests are called green lungs. Why they are called green lungs? Because they release oxygen and that oxygen is utilized by the organism and also they release carbon dioxide that is used by the plant for photosynthesis. So the forest is maintain the or help in the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the forest. So that is called green lungs. Okay. Okay, write down. We cannot see similar kind of trees in every forest because due to different climatic conditions. Because due to different climatic conditions. The forest floor seem dark colored and was covered with A layer of dead and decaying matter. The decaying matter was moist and warm. Every part of the forest is dependent on the other parts. So in the forest means every part of the forest is dependent on other parts. For example, only what trees are there means no microbes or no soil, no water, no animals means it is not like a forest and we can't find all characteristics in the forest. Okay, so the all parts should be there in the forest. So if one affected means so the whole forest is affected by their interrelationship. So the every part of the forest is independent or dependent on the other parts. If we remove one component, all other components would be affected. For example, there is no decomposers. Decomposers mean microorganisms. They decay, dead and decaying parts they will feed. So there is no decomposers means the whatever dead and decaying parts will be remain like that only. So the every part of the forest is dependent on the other parts. Convert them into a dark color. called humus. Microbes feed upon the dead plant and animal tissues and convert them into a dark colored substance. It's called humus. The microorganisms which convert the dead plants and animals what the dead plants and animals into humus are called or known as decomposers. Forests are called green lungs because plants release oxygen through the process of photosynthesis. It helps to provide oxygen for animal respiration. And also it maintains the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So forests are called green lungs. Okay, forest, we cannot see similar kind of trees in every forest because due to different climatic conditions, the forest floor seemed dark colored and was covered with a layer of dead and decaying matter. The decaying matter was moist and warm. Every part of the forest is dependent on the other part. If we remove one component, all other components would be affected. Microbes feed upon the dead plant and animal tissues and convert them into a dark colored substance called humus. The microorganisms which convert the dead plant and animals to humus are known as decomposers, and forests are called green lungs because they release oxygen, so that oxygen helps to animals' respiration and also maintain the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So they are called green lungs. So homework in the page 211, the interrelationship of plant, soil and decomposers in a forest. So diagram is there, you draw it. Okay. Interrelationship of plant, soil and decomposers in forest. Page number 211. Draw it. Okay. So which are the organisms and the living beings are there in forest and how the exchange of gas will be there. So that all this picture contains. So you draw that interrelationship of soil, plants and decomposers in a forest. To draw that figure, okay. So here in the forest, how interrelationship. So these decomposers, they digest that whatever dead and decaying particles are there. So that is mixed with soil, and the soil, it is rich in humus and it contains more minerals that used by the plant. Okay, so means the plants, they are growing the soil that used by the plant, and they prepare food also in the photosynthesis, and they take in carbon dioxide and they give out oxygen, so that oxygen is utilized by the other organisms live in the forest. So like this, they dependent one another. Okay, so that you draw it. Page number 211. Okay, remaining. Tomorrow we can continue.
Good afternoon, children.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon, sir.
Can you?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, good afternoon to each and everyone. Let us continue our next problems. Page number 83, I think 80, 82, 83. Where yesterday we have completed up to 6th problem now from Roman number 2. No, question number 3. Identify the numerical coefficient of terms other than
Sir, exercise 12.1, sir.
12.1.
Sir. Yes, sir.
We have solved up to E problem, no? Third main. We have solved up to
Sir, seventh one, sir. We can solve now. Seventh one.
seventh. What is, read out the problem?
3.14 r square. Third main.
Third main 3 point, yes. No, that one only. Next month, no, January 4th. On 4th onwards or after 4th, I actually think on 4th onwards only, there is a test. Timetable will be sent to you. FA3 will be there. So I will send the syllabus today, okay? How many chapters I am going to include, okay? But you prepare well for your tests.
Okay, sir.
All of you. Third, seventh one. Identify the numerical coefficient of the term other than constant. Yes, we are doing other than numerical coefficient. We are writing the terms and their coefficients. Someone started disturbing us. Rakshita Kavi. Rakshita Kavi. Close your audio. She has opened some kids cartoon. 3.14 r square. In this note term, this one only is having this is only algebraic, sorry, variable, that's 3.14 r square. In this now coefficient of r square is that 3.14 is the coefficient. Next, 8. 2 into L plus B has given. 2 into L plus B means actually no. 2 into L plus B is given. No, actually we are going to take it as a 2L plus 2B. Why? Because this 2 is common for this L and this B also. We have to multiply once with L and once with B, which we already learned. 2 into L, 2L. 2 into B is 2B. In that way, we have to think and take, we have two terms here actually, plus sign is there. Two terms are there, that is 2L and 2B. Okay, you have to take like that terms. 2L, 2 into L, 2L, 2 into B, 2B. Two terms are there. Okay, so now coefficient. Coefficient of L is 2 and coefficient of B is also 2. Next, ninth and last. (0.1) y plus 0.01 y square. So here terms. Terms 0.1 y, comma 0.01 y square. And the coefficients of y square are 0.1 and 0.01. All of you understood now? If you have understood, I will move on to next problem. I hope you all understood. Understood now? Boys and girls. Anjoska, at least you answer me. Okay, I have muted. No, that is why I'm not hearing anything from you.
Yes, sir. I understood.
Okay. They are very, very easy. I'm rubbing them.
Sir, don't rub, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyhow, I'm sending you, no. Okay, I will wait for another half minute. Understood now, all of you, and have you all taken
Yes, sir.
what all you wanted? Next. Next, we have some more similar problems. Fourth, within the fourth, no, A. What he has given? Identify terms. Identify terms which contain X and give the coefficient of X. little bit different. You have to give only identify terms which contain x. Where there is x, no variable x, only that term you have to write. Okay, in earlier problem, we used to write all the terms other than constant. Constant bittu ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ terms ಬರಿತಿದ್ದೆವು. But here now you have to write only terms which contain x and their coefficient also. X coefficient also you have to write. So first problem, y square x plus y. Here's given. Okay. So here, which term contain? We have two terms here, y square and x plus y square x plus y. This is one term and this is one term. And only this term contains x here. So we are going to write here term y square x. No coefficient. Coefficient is equal to, so coefficient of x is y square. The coefficient of x is y square. Okay, that much only we have to write here. Next, second. (13y square minus 8yx).
Sir, coefficient y to y square not sir. Only y.
Y square x is the problem, no? Here. Y square x.
Correct, sir.
Then
Sir, I not understood, sir.
what he has asked, terms. See, someone started again disturbing. Who is that? Identify terms which contain x. X, ಯಾವ term ಒಳಗದ ಅದು identify ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. Then what he told, give the coefficient of x. So the term which contains x, no, you have to identify that, and what all x coefficients are there, no, you have to write them. ಆ x coefficient ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಜೋಡಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಈಗ x ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು term, this is the term which contains x, and coefficient of x is y square here. ಇದ್ರ ಜೋಡಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು y square. So I have written coefficient y square here. Understood or not now at least?
Yes, sir, understood.
Next. These are very simple. Now solution. So this term doesn't contain x. E term but this term contains x here. See there. Okay. So term minus, whenever minus is there, compulsory you have to mention minus 8yx. Okay. Now coefficients now. Coefficient of x is minus 8y, minus 8y. Whenever a minus sign is there, compulsorily you have to write minus sign. Now third.
Sir, I not understood second.
Second, what happened here? ಮೊದಲು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು x ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. x ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಅದು ಇದ್ರಾಗ x ಅದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ 13 y square ಒಳಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. But in this term, no, minus 8yx, x is there. So we have identified that term, and the term we have written minus 8yx. So the coefficients of x also he has told. You have to write in question. First you have to identify a term which contains x. And then what you have to write here, give the coefficient of x. ಎರಡು ತರ ನೀವು problem solve ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು, you have to first you have to identify the term which contains x, Second, what you have to do, you have to write the coefficient of x. X ಜೊತೆ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ coefficients ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, 8 minus 8y(x) ಈ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ x ಅದ, ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಕೋಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದು? ಇದು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ minus 8y coefficient ಅದ. Okay, now at least you understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Next, the third one. After one or two problems, you will understand better. This is Z or 2? 2 it is. Term which contains x, here three terms are there, 1, 2, 3, and this term contains only x is there. And coefficient, tell me what is the coefficient of this? What is the coefficient of x here? Tell me. I already told you previous class or Saturday.
X only, sir.
No, 1. 1 is always there, no, I told you. If only x means 1x actually it is. So coefficient is 1, you have to write. 1 ಬರೀಲೇಬೇಕದು, ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. So we have to write 1 there. All of you understood or not?
Yes, sir.
You are feeling sleepy, baby. ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರಗತ್ತ ನಿನಗೆ. You are yawning and telling me answer. Yawning ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಕಡಿಸಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ answer. Don't do that. 5 plus z plus zx. Again there are three terms. 1, 2, 3 terms are there. So in these three terms, this term contains x. So terms
ZX. Term is ZX.
zx. Next coefficient is
Z.
coefficient is only z, like this. Okay, before I rub, I will wait for half minute, just check whether you have understood or not. If you are not understood, tell me.
Sir, third one coefficient, what so that?
Which one?
Third one.
Third one, coefficient is 1 only. It is not clearly seen there, no? It is 1. Okay, last 10 seconds I will wait. After that, I am not going to wait. Finish it fast.
Finished, sir.
Next. Fifth one. 1 plus x plus xy. Here terms. This is a 4-term expression. 1, 2, 3. Only 3, sorry. 1, 2, 3 terms. Okay. Here, this is also containing x and this term is also containing x. So, we have 2 terms here. 1 and 2. So, x is one term. Xy is another term which contains x. Now, coefficients. The coefficient of this x is 1. Okay. Now, this coefficient of this x is y there. Coefficient of this x is 1. Nothing means we have to write 1. 1x is already there. Here, coefficient of this xy is, x we have to leave. Okay. Y is the coefficient of x. Next. Sixth one. 12x y square plus 25. Term here is 12x y square. And coefficient is coefficient of x is 12 y square. Okay, this 12 y, actually 12 into x into y square. We can write 12 y square, deleting the x. Next, 7. Seven x plus x y square. Terms. 7x is one term which contains x here, and xy square is another term which contains x. Both terms contain x here. Now coefficients.
7 and y2.
7 in this and y2 not, y square. Where are you, baby? Anju akka. Y square you learnt in 5th, learnt in 6th. y2 anbadamma idukku. Y square idu y cube y square. Udidella y to the power of 4, y to the power of 6, y to the power of 11, x to the power of 11, p to the power of 20. Like this, you have to learn. You must learn how to read these algebraic expressions, terms, and all that. Powers iddakar, idu bekandre nenu y to the power of 2 anbodu athwa y square. This one y to the power of 3 or y cube you can say. Only 2 power with 2 and power with 3 have special names. Idu y square erenu y to the power of 2 erenu. Idu y cube erenu y to the power of 3 erenu. Iವೆರಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಸರು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಅದಾವ. ಪವರ್ 2 ಪವರ್ 3 ಇದ್ದಕರ. ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ y to the power of 4, y to the power of 6, y to the power of 11, y to the power of p to the power of 20 like that. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮರ್ತಿದ್ ನೋಡು 9 ತಿಂಗಳಾಗ 8-9 ತಿಂಗಳಾಗ ಮನ್ಯಾಗ ಕೂತು ಇರ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ. ನೀವು ಒಬ್ಬಕಿನೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮರ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ. ನೀವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೊಡಕ್ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅವಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಮರ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಕ್ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಕ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ನೀ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ. ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ರು ಅಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತಿರ್ತಾರ, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದ್ನು ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ನನಗೆ, ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೆನ್ಪಾರ್ಯಾರ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬರ್ತದ. ನೀವು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೂತ್ರೆ ಏನೂ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Actually, others should thank Anju because she clarified your doubts. Now, next is B. So before going B, you just see once if anybody is having doubts, they can clear their doubts.
Sir, I not understood seventh one.
Seventh one, what is there maybe in seventh one? See, what he told, identify terms which contain X and give its coefficient, X's coefficient. ಯಾವ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ? ಎರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ, ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅದ, ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅದ. So we have written both terms 7x and xy square. Now coefficient of this is 7. This x is 7. The coefficient of this x is y square. We have written separately this one and this one. Understood now? All
Yes,
of it or not? Okay. Now. Next.
Yes, sir.
understood.
Shall I rub now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. ಹಾಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ನೋಡು, ತಪ್ಪಿರ್ಲಿ ಒಪ್ಪಿರ್ಲಿ. B. Now fourth bit, identify terms which contains y square and give the coefficient of y square. Identify the term which contain y square, only y square, not y. Even if there is y, no, this is not y square. If there is a 2y, this is not containing y square, we have to say. Okay, only the term which contains y to the power of 2 also, that we have to identify. Bare y andillava, ಏನಂದನವೆ y square ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಕಂಡಿಡಿ ಅಂದಾನೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಅದರದ್ದು ಕೋಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಹೇಳನೆ. ಸೊ let us move on to the problem now. 8x minus xy square. Okay, this is one term and this is one term. This term is containing y square here, you can see y square. Okay, solution term which contains y square is minus xy square. You have to compulsorily write negative sign if it is negative. The coefficient.
Coefficient is x.
Minus x, baby. Don't do hurry-burry. Gadibidi marbardu. This is minus x and we have to write minus x here. Okay. Only x means it is plus x, baby. Next. 5y square plus 7x. Again we have two terms here, 1, 2. But y square is here in this 5y square. Okay. So term 5y square is the term. And coefficient is coefficient of y square is 5. Okay? 5. Only 5. Next. Third. Two x square minus 15 xy square plus 7 y square. Here we have in this expression 3 terms are there. 1, 2, 3. This is one term, this is term, and this is another term. So you can see y square in these two terms. In this term also there is a y square, and in this term also there is a y square. So we have to write both terms here. Minus 15x y square and 7y square. Now coefficients of both.
Minus 15x and 7.
Minus 15x you have to write. Just forget about y square and write what all remaining there. That is coefficient of y square. Okay. Now here 7y square. You forget about this y square, and 7 is the only numerical term which is there. Oh, this is numerical coefficient. This is algebraic coefficient again. We can say numerical coefficient andre number olagiruttade. Algebraic coefficient andre literal. Literal means a, b, c, d, x, y, z like that. So only 3 problems are there, no, in this B. We have finished all the 3 problems. Have you all understood or not? Tell me quickly.
Understood, sir.
Okay, I will wait for half minute. If somebody is writing, let them write. Okay, I will rub now. Fifth question is classify into monomial question. Just 1 minute. classify into monomials, binomials, and trinomials. As I have already given you notes regarding monomial, binomial in first semester, and this semester also we learn classify into monomial,
School will
monomial means an algebraic expression with one term. Binomial means, see, mono means single. Mono means single. Binomial means bicycle has no, so two terms. Trinomial means three terms. Tricycle means when you are kids, no, you are going to ride a tricycle. Murgali this cycle is the tricycle antara adikku. Now this one. First, 4y minus 7z is there. Second, y square is there. Third, x plus y minus xy. Fourth, 100 minus only 100 is there. Fifth, AB minus A minus B. Sixth, 5 minus 3t. Okay. I will just quickly teach you this and quit the class. Here two terms are there. Both are separated by minus sign. They must be separated either by minus sign or by plus sign. So these two are separated by minus sign. So two terms means binomial. Here only one term is there, y square. So monomial. Here 1, 2, 3. Three terms are there. So trinomial. This is only one term. So monomial. One, two, three terms, trinomial. Last, here two terms are there, binomial. All of you understood now?
Yes, sir.
So like this, you try next yourself. They are very easy. Tomorrow I will give answer for those. Okay. So if you have understood, I will close the class until tomorrow. Shall I close the class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bye.